In Tender at the Bone, Growing Up at the Table, 1998, four-time James Beard Award-winning food writer and restaurant critic Ruth Reichl offers a memoir brimming with life, love, loss, survival, and of course, food. Through sharing the food stories and recipes that have shaped her life, Reichl unveils a broader narrative of family, friendships, and self-discovery. Ultimately, her memoir transcends food to become a testament to the relationships that sustain us and the stories that nourish us. The book spent several weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. Tender at the Bone opens with Reichl discussing the power of storytelling and its central role in her life. Embracing her family's rich tradition of storytelling, she warns readers that everything here is true, but it may not be entirely factual. She emphasizes that telling a good story is the highest aim one can achieve, and she commits to doing so with her considerable skill. The first chapter, The Queen of Mold, introduces Reichl's mother, a mercurial, bipolar woman who is possibly the worst cook in the world. She frequently gives her family and guests food poisoning by serving moldy or expired food. In one memorable incident, her mother hosts an engagement party for Reichl's older half-brother, Bob, where she charges guests an admission fee and serves a casserole made from long-expired leftovers from Horn and Hardart, an automat restaurant. At the party, young Ruth stations herself by the food table to dissuade guests from eating her mother's casserole. Despite her efforts, several guests fall ill from food poisoning. Due to her mother's instability, Ruth yearns for an anchoring presence in her life. Her father, often preoccupied with managing her unmanageable mother, cannot provide that stability. Consequently, Ruth devises a method to gauge her mother's moods by checking the refrigerator each morning. The more odd and interesting things in the refrigerator, the happier my mother was likely to be, Reichl explains. Another stabilizing force in Ruth's life is her surrogate grandmother, Aunt Bertie, and Bertie's cook, Alice. These two women lay the foundation for Ruth's appreciation of good food and cooking. She shares Alice's recipes for apple dumplings and potato salad, highlighting one of the most profound life lessons she gleaned from these two women. Few problems in life resist the soothing powers of a pan of brownies. Despite praising her mother's fluent French, Ruth finds herself abruptly sent off to a Canadian boarding school where, ironically, French is not spoken. It takes nearly a year of adjustment and hardship before Ruth begins to settle in, eventually finding solace among friends and fellow food enthusiasts who ease her transition into this unfamiliar environment. This isn't the only instance of Ruth feeling abandoned by her parents. In high school, ostensibly living with her mother and father again, she finds herself deserted in their Connecticut home while they reside in New York City during weekdays. Turning to the kitchen for solace, Ruth masters the art of preparing elaborate meals for her friends. With her parents frequently absent, Ruth's home becomes a haven where friends can skip school, pass time, or indulge in drinks without adult oversight. Ruth emerges as an exceptional hostess, relishing the pleasure of sharing devil's food cake with her friends. Post-college, Ruth relocates to Berkeley, California, where she becomes a chef and co-owner in a collectively run restaurant while living in a commune. Amidst the vibrant counterculture movement of early 1970s Berkeley, Ruth plays a pivotal role in the burgeoning food revolution unfolding there. She revolutionizes the culinary world by democratizing cooking, moving it from the realm of gourmands to everyday people, and making it socially and politically relevant. This transformation is encapsulated as she publishes her debut cookbook. Throughout the narrative, Ruth recounts her travels, sharing memorable culinary encounters. A French waitress teaches her fish deboning techniques, a Greek farmer treats her to freshly made yogurt from sheep's milk, and she enjoys an unforgettable feast in Tunisia. However, amidst these adventures, Ruth grapples with a persistent fear of inheriting her mother's mental instability. The book culminates with Ruth returning home to prepare a flawless celebratory meal for Aunt Bertie's 100th birthday party, an event that starkly contrasts with her mother's infamous cooking mishaps. Following the celebration, Ruth heads back to California, feeling closer than ever to her aspiration of becoming a caterer. Yet her career takes an unexpected turn when New West magazine hires her as a restaurant critic. This shift not only reshapes her professional trajectory, but also integrates her passion for storytelling with her love for food in a profound way. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.